Your tail sweater, tail sweater. Announcements. Easy batter announcement, easy batter announcement. Start now. Hello everyone, welcome to the Academy Race League number 4. I'm Frenchos 1002, here to guide you through the qualifying results and all the upcoming action. Let's take a look at the top qualifiers for today. At number 1, we have ANX 1 Social, representing Empower Motorsports, setting the pace with a 1 minute and 29 seconds lap time. An impressive lap performance in the 1 to beat. And in second place, we have Sweater 543 from Apex Racing, takes second with a 1 minute and 30 second time, staying close behind and ready to challenge the lead. In third place, we have Shab Surrey Racing, rounds at the podium with a 1 minute and 30 second time, making it a tight battle at the top as we head into the race. The rest of the field will have their work cut out for them, but with the results this close, race 4 is shaping up to be fast, exciting, and full of action. Keep your eyes out on the top 3, they're drivers to watch. We'll be starting the race shortly. We should be starting very shortly. And looking at these amazing vehicles, we have the Leland Auto in first place. In second place, we have a racing car, and in third, we have a Surrey. And the drivers are waiting currently for the race to start right now, and we are about to start off. And it looks like we are starting off right now with a couple of cars heading over into the start, with the rolling start, with the safety car in front actually. And it looks like that Viper Motorsport was actually not available to go in. And here we have our second commentator, Mr. Alex, heading over here. How do you feel we're doing today, Alex?
Hello, good afternoon. We have the Academy Racing Series number 4 Platoon Path with a Sprint Q Road, Springfield, Underpath, and County area and Farms area road, which is a really difficult, really brusky areas, left and right only, so it's very difficult.
It looks like it's a formation lap right now, so that's why they have the safety car going in over there. And looks like the drivers are making their move right now, so yeah. And what are your expectations for this race today, Alex?
I'm actually not really sure. We'll see what happens today, because it's a whole different track from the previous ones. This is more like left and right other than just going straight forward, and I think drivers were able to have a lot of time in only one road, but now it seems like it's just a few seconds before you have to turn, so we will see what actually happens in this race.
Yeah, that is it is acceptable that the race may not be able to be as well as we expected it to be, but however, we have some pretty high expectations for this race.
BRB.
And as formation lap continues over the track, we do have some pretty interesting facts about the qualifying times, especially some teams like GPM Jaguars, who is rebranded from a failing team with negative 30 points to an actual team with 0 points after a reset from the new leadership and rebranding. It was bought out. Going back to the start over here, and we have some, we still have the same cars, and it looks like the race is about to start with the safety car going over back to the side. Cars are lining up once again. track is all clear. Cars are waiting to start. And we have some cars going back to the pits to refuel, I believe. And that car just looked over Andy. I don't know how that happened, but it sure as hell did. The cars are reforming back to their original spots after refueling, a quick little refuel. Cars are back, forming back into their original positions, waiting for the starting line to go up. The cars are going back into their vehicles right now, getting ready and getting started just now. Apologies for the silence, everybody. Alrighty. And we have our co-commentator Coda Culture over here.
Evening. Okay.
My God. Alright, we're going back to refuel even more for some reason. I don't know why. It sure as hell looks like they are going back to refuel. And they just crashed that car in the back area. Wow, very interesting. And we have the very amazing, very beautiful Leland Auto going into, I don't know which place, I think that's 5th place. And it's very crazy. I think this race will not be as good as we expect it to be because that story just got embarrassed.
Alright, we're gonna, as we wait for the grid to form up, we're gonna run you through the overall qualifying results. Down on the back of the grid, we have God Seeds, aka Hyper, down in P13, lining up at the back of the grid. Wild Ride Dare on the Team MRT, lining up in 12th. Contraption lining up in P11 with a 139.73. Lining up alongside him is Saddest Boy with a 139.62 in the Apex Racing, and Bismarck in P9, the row ahead with a 135.92. Alongside him is O Money in the newly formed Empower Racing. Just behind Evan and Frosk, which are in the Vipers and the Infernos respectively. Tonis and XPC both next to them. And then to line up in the top 3, we have Shah in P3, and then on the front row, we have Sweater 543 in the Apex and Ansix in the Empower Racing.
But do you think they may have made an exception for main league drivers to race inside the junior league? Because from what I've heard previously, that main drivers are not allowed to race in the junior league, but I want you to debunk those rumors. Is that actually true?
There is not a single racer on the grid right now who has a super license in the main league, racing in the junior league, so we don't make exceptions, which is expected.
We have a pretty active chat over here. Surrey Racing saying L stream, turn up more, we need a jam. What do the people seem to like you a lot?
That's what I do, really. As we are waiting for the grid to line up, what's your predictions for the race today, French?
My predictions are that the race go pretty well, and I'm pretty sure Leland and Apex are going to be still in the podium, but Surrey might overtake the Apex and may surprise us. What about your predictions?
Shah seems to be pretty inconsistent in race situations, although he's quick in qualifying. Considering the Empower's first ever pole, it's going to be a big confidence booster. They might take it away today, but we have an experienced racer right behind him in Sweater, who has been racing in the main league before, but now has gone down to the junior league due to his license being taken away. I think that I'm going to go with Annex in a P1. He's been trained by the P1 driver, Lamar. In second, it's going to be a close fight between Sweater and Shah, if Shah can keep it up, but I'm going to go with Sweater. He's just going to edge it out. And I think that Shah's going to drop below, and I think that we're going to see a surprise performance from either XBC or Bismarck, which are both experienced drivers in the junior league. As we know, Bismarck's had some pretty good performances recently in races, in the Leland and the respectively, so...
I mean, yeah, all these drivers do have quite a lot of experience, especially some drivers like Peter, who has been in teams like, I don't know, what's it called again? Vassetti and whatnot. He has been in the main league and he knows how to drive pretty well. And it's pretty exciting to see how all these junior drivers may be able to go into the main league. And let's see how the main league drivers actually take it with them. Do you think these drivers will have a chance in the main league? I mean, like...
Anyways, as we start the race, all the drivers are lining up. We have 15 seconds to the lights. As we see the drivers lining up, we're going to have 15 laps around the, I don't know what the lap's called, but we're going to have 15 laps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're away today. Down at the, going down the straight, we see Ansix. He's taken away in the first. Sweater keeps it in through turn 1, and there's a spin from the Viper. The Surrey is a pile up, and the MPS development is into P4 at this time. Alex is taking away with the lead. As they round the second turn, Annex is staying in P2, Sweater following, Bismarck behind, and I believe that's Tonis right behind him in the Inferno Racing, and then we have another MPS development right behind him with Contraption. Following closely behind, we have another Apex Racing car, and then we can't see the rest of the grid, but they're rounding into Springfield now. Annex still leading to Sweater, to XBC going down the inside, seems to be Tonis. Can he make the move done? No, he can't. He falls behind the MPS development cars. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. These drivers do seem to be having quite a little bit of a chaotic race. I'm not sure, to be honest, but Leyland is still taking the lead with a couple of drivers behind them.
Annex leads into turn 2. Sweat has a look down the inside and he seems to get the move done. They're battling through. They're inside of each other right now. They're currently going down this turn. Inferno Racing still going down. And there's a flip from the MPS development car.
That's sad for your
And
team.
it's-
Go to, oh my god.
Just
that is
overtake.
sad.
What are you talking about? Okay, then we keep on going with the MPS development.
I mean, all the cars are like flipping over like dominoes. It's crazy how everything can change in a quick second.
The round lap 2, Sweater has taken P1. And
Did you see that
Inferno-
Viper
the-
cutting?
Sweater's keeping P1 and he's following Annex closely. Annex actually seems to have dropped behind a bit. He's being tailed right now. Oh, Annex is down into P3 now. The Inferno Racing has made his way up into P2, followed closely by the Surrey Racing. And in P5 is the MPS development car as they round into Springfield. Sweater has a huge gap from P2 right now. This seems to be keeping his lead, as there seems to be a Surrey following behind in P4, and the MPS development is trying to catch up to that pack. Falling behind is another Inferno Racing, I believe. And then as we follow down the MPS development driver in P5. P5 and P8 right now for the MPS developments respectively, and we got Sweater leading, the Empower Racing trying to fight his way back up into the higher spots on the podium in P2. As that battle for P2 is currently very tight, but Sweater seems to just be running away with it. This is a field day for him.
And yeah, he has raced in the senior league before, so he's used to this type of stuff, but in slower cars.
Racecraft's definitely going to be helping him out as he enters his third lap. He leads with quite a huge gap. No one really seems to be contending him. It seems he's the Inferno rounds it, and the Surrey again. I don't know where the Empower has gone. I think he's lost himself somewhere in the farm sections. Maybe, but this currently P1 Sweater, P2 whoever's in the Inferno, P3 Surrey, and P4 MPS development. Keeping his lead now, Sweater. He's still in P1 by still quite a huge gap. I think the Inferno is trying to close that gap down, but Sweater just seems to have this pace around this track. He is still got no one really contesting him. I think the battle for P2 seems to be more intense than the battle for P1. The Empower seems to have finally shown himself, dropping down into P6, I believe. Into lap 4 now. We see the Empower running wide once again. This has been a pretty recurring theme for the Empower cars. The Inferno seems to be closing this gap slightly, actually. Following closely behind is a Surrey still. We're keeping this top 3 of I believe it's Tonnis in P2. Tonnis in P2. Then we got Shah in P3. And then the MPS development in P5. Believe it must be a Bismarck or contraption.
And it looks like that Surrey is stopped over there near the pit stop, as you can see. Heading back over into that area in Springfield, past the pits. Passing another Surrey, and then we have a Leland Auto going into the pits.
Blue flags have been waved for Hyper in the Surrey Racing. Only 4 laps in and already a lap down to the leading driver. Sweater still taking away that gap. He's just inching out ever so slightly to these ones in P2 and P3. No one really seems to be contesting him still. He just seems to be on a Sunday drive right now as a XPC fighting his way for that P4 position, or the P5 position, I should say, from whoever's in the Empower in P5 right now. As we see him round into, and that is the P4. That is the lapped Surrey taking out one of the lapping races. That must be a penalty at some point.
That's gotta be recurring. That has got to be a recurring penalty or a report happening.
They continue round as the MPS development are trying to recover from that slight mishap as we see the P3 or P4 driver rounding his way through the final few turns of lap 5. Sweater not really seeing much competition today. I believe he's already made his pit stop and he's still got this huge gap to the rest of the field. There's 15 laps in this race, I must remind you. 6 down. 9 more to go, I should say. I forgot to do maths for a second in my head then. The Inferno still in P2, following slightly behind Sweater. Still got that huge gap. He's just been cruising today. He hasn't really seen much competition from the other drivers. I must say, this is quite an impressive performance. He's more or less just... You'd think he's in a different car, but no, he's just... All these cars are completely equal. The Inferno a few corners behind, still. That's Sweater again going into Springfield. He's on his 6th or 7th lap, I can't really remember now. Yeah, he's on his 6th lap, so...
And we're just getting updates from the leaders on lap 7. We are currently going to pause the stream really quickly while we get our cameras back in place immediately. Alright, unfortunately I had to pause the stream really quickly.
apologies for the late communication. It looks like the race has been completed. In first place, we have Sweater. Second place, we have the Surrey. And in third place, we have Inferno Racing. Fourth place, we have Viper Motorsports. Fifth place, we have MPF Development. Sixth place, we have the second MPF Development. Seventh place, Leland Auto. And seventh. Thank you all for joining today's race stream. Apologies for the interruptions and all this stuff that was happening. Apologies for the lack of communication. It's busy currently. And I would like to apologize for that. And we will have the podium very shortly. We will have the podium very, very shortly. So thank you very much for watching this race stream. And we'll have the podium interviews very shortly. Or the podium pictures, I believe. And I would like to apologize on behalf of Race League TV for the lack of commentation in the second half, and and the issues with the cameras that we had earlier that were fixed. Track is all clear. Race is finished. We have the podium picture drivers. And we have a surprising turn from Apex. And it looks like we have the podium over here. Take a look to see who's on it. We have, of course, Sandrick on top, dancing a little bit. And somebody got on top of him. Colonel Racing, Manjo, everybody is heading on there to get 5. We would like to thank you for joining today's race, especially with the members involved with what is keeping the community and managing the server currently. We would like to thank all of you for joining us today for this stream. Once again, we'd like to apologize for the interruptions and lack of communication. But we thank you for joining today's stream. If you want to join Race League community, join discord.tv/Race League on Discord. We have over 200 members, and we are enjoying the service. The most prestigious racing league in all of the LLC. Thank you for watching the stream, and that is it for the stream. So, goodbye, and have a great rest of your Sunday.